Hey y'all, I wanted to show off Dimraeth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the title right, but this is an action RPG, top-down. It's kind of like Diablo, Diablo 2, or maybe like Path of Exile, but it feels really, really good to play. It is a 2D pixel art game, so if you're not into that, just give it a chance. There is a free test weekend, September 19th through the 22nd on Steam. Absolutely free. I think this game is a gem. This is a hidden awesome game with some very overworked devs, I gotta say. And let me show off the game. So right now, there's no dedicated server or anything. You're just playing on your own PC. So no server-side character saves, but who knows if that'll change. Anyway, we're going to just create a new world, and I'm just going to name the world 123, whatever. Can't change the difficulty right now. I'm on like a kind of like a dev build, so there's really not a lot of options available right now. Alright, so we make a new world, and then in that world, you can make it single player or multiplayer. And you can play with your friends if you have any. I don't have any friends, sadly. So, yeah, there's a join friend button. But anyway, we go next, and then, yeah, I have a hacked character. I cheated and made my character super high level to try it. Just to try to break the game. But we're going to make a new character and play legit, alright? And you can, right now, there's not a lot to choose from. We have a human or a minotaur, and they have different abilities, right? You have a magician and a brawler. And then you have a persona, like Joker, Stoic, Heroic, Scholar. I have no idea what this does. I have no clue. There's a lot of game systems I don't know anything about. But I'm just going to go with Joker because Persona 5, A. Lamau, baby. Anyway, so this is our starting abilities. We have Multi-Strike, Quick Jab, Pulverize, and we're a Wild Strider. I don't know what a lot of this means, but let's go next. And we're going to name the character also 123 because, no, whatever, who cares? I'm not really big on names. Let me just show you the game, okay? So, brand new character, level 1. Let's go. And you can also enter a password for your multiplayer world. You can set the player count as high as you want. After 8, it says it's not officially supported. So, how high can we... Okay, we can go up to 40. I can't go past 40, but... you know, back in the day, Diablo 2 had 8-player lobbies, so that's what I'm going to do. Again, people aren't going to join my game or anything. Let's see, and yeah, lobby options open, so technically they could, but I'm playing before the beta, whatever. Anyway, let me show you the game. It's pretty interesting, right? It's also very soulful. I think that the art is very well done. The feeling of the game, it's hard to describe, but it feels good. The hits feel solid, the movement feels good. I'm gonna go with WASD controls, that way I can do this and run around. And yeah, we can sprint, we can do a dodge dash. There's a whole lot of different things that we can do here. Now, I can't zoom in or out, so if you hate playing a game with a tiny little character, that's unfortunate. But this little starter dungeon is like a tutorial dungeon, and it's going to tell me how to play. So I already know how to play, mostly. Alright, and then, again, this little arrow is the direction I'm looking at. There we go. Walk up to the chest. Go ahead and get the Droop Jello. And yes, this is developed in America, by the way. I just want to point that out. It's very rare for me to cover an American-made game on this channel, and I think that's really cool. American devs are way nicer than European devs, that's for sure. Alright, we got a little slime here, so we're just going to attack it. There we go. Got some drops. Got some more baby slimes here. And I can do skills, too. Right now, auto-attacking is really just the highest DPS that I've got. Yeah, I can, like, weapon swap to a bow. Hold on, that's the wrong button. There we go. So now we can shoot a bow if we want to do ranged attacks. And we have a punch attack. We have like a guard, like a parry. You start out with some pretty good abilities. All right. And then again, there's just some lore on the statues and stuff. And you can kind of look around. Like if I want to look more to my left, I can just kind of angle my mouse that way and so on. So yeah, let's explore around the dungeon here, get some loot, kill some mobs. And you can see when I'm shooting them, I'm not dealing a whole lot of damage. But if I do a weapon swap attack, yeah, that hits pretty hard. And yeah, I'm taking hits. So right now, there's 3 bars that are happening down here. I'll explain what those are real quick. Why not? So first off, we have the energy bar. By doing actions, I use energy, so that's the yellow bar. That means you can't just auto-attack forever. You'll eventually run out of energy. Not enough stamina, okay? The green one is concentration. This is for spell casting and some other stuff. I'm not too sure with it because I haven't played a spellcaster. We have a food and hydration meter. which if they go to 0, you don't die or anything. It just lowers your stats. And then this bar, this orange bar, is our health. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And you can see that whenever these slimes attack, I should lose HP. There we go, I'm losing HP. But unlike some current games that I've covered on the channel, after combat, you do have natural health regeneration. In this case, because my health is so low, it's pretty much fully healing after battle anyway, so it's okay to just face tank hits, unlike other games where you're just permanently on low life the rest of the game until you find a healing or food item. This isn't the case. So yeah, you know, these are little harmless slimes. I don't mind face tanking them, right? And it looks like we built up a stun meter underneath this slime. And when you build that stun meter, the enemy gets stunned. Pretty cool little way to, like, I don't know, game mechanic, I suppose. Alright. But yeah, the art's nice. The sound is nice, I think. I think that the environment's very cool. I think the music's good. Alright. And we can try to parry that. There we go. And we do like a circular counter attack if we get the parry off. Very familiar with some of the other games that I've played on this channel. If you're a long-time watcher, if not, that's okay. You can, you know, it is what it is. You've probably seen that mechanic in some other games before, but this is like a little teleport stone. So there we go. We're going to teleport up here. And if you look at the map, oh, I don't have it revealed yet. That's one thing I don't like. I prefer games that reveal the map as you run through it. This one, you have to collect like a thing on the ground, and that reveals the whole area. So that's what this is going to do right here. And there we go. Now when I look, you can see that this is kind of where we went. We ran around here, killed some slimes, hit the teleport stone, and got dropped back up here. All right. So let's continue downward. And we got more slimes. Now let's do a punch attack on the slime. There we go. And, you know, there's a tech tree. There's like a whole bunch of skill trees. There's a bunch of different stats. We'll talk about that later. It looks like I got stunned, but it's fine. It's a low-level slime. It's the first mob in the game. I can just face tank them. It's whatever. Alright, so one thing I like to do is weapon swap to bow and then swap back to the sword attack, because the sword dash on weapon swap does a lot of damage. It's just maximizing DPS, right? I'll show that off now. So there we go. We swap back to the sword, and I ate that that stun. Yeah, I know. I'm not playing very pro gamer right now. I'm not really too into playing games as professionally as possible anymore. All right. Running around the level here. We're still exploring, still killing stuff. Let's go ahead and swap back to bow, and that way it'll be off cooldown, so we can swap back to sword. Little bald dude, little alien-looking guy here. Got some bones, some skeletons, another chest. Let's go ahead and grab the chest. All right. There we go. Let's parry that. There, oh, I thought I let go of the button. I'm used to games where I push the button to parry. But this one, you just hold it, and it drains your stamina. See, like, I can just sit here and parry forever. Well, whenever I have the stamina, I suppose. Just like that. There we go. We did it. Yeah, just doing the regular slash combo works just fine. It's whatever. Anyway, let's get through the tutorial, and I'll show you the first town and some quests, I suppose. We don't have too much more to go. Alright, we got a health potion, and, you know, the game, it wants you to, like, you know, equip, like, potions and stuff, and put them on slots, and craft things. Like, we can craft some water, or something. I might be doing this wrong. Yeah, we can craft some water to drink. There we go. And later we can cook, and get some food, get some slime skewers. You know, there's a lot of systems in the game I haven't really messed around with. But, you know, this is a Diablo Path of Exile-like game. If you've played those games, I cover them on my channel. Maybe not so much Path of Exile or Diablo. Well, I did a lot of Diablo. Yeah, I did a lot of Diablo back in the day. Alright, let's parry that. There we go. We got them. Alright, cool. And then the little ones, they like to lunge. Well, I don't know why that stunned me even though I was parrying. Maybe you take the hit anyway. I don't know. Whatever. But I don't know. Game looks good. Game feels good. It's got a lot of mechanics. It's definitely a lot of soul into the art and backgrounds and stuff. And, yeah. There's still a lot of things I haven't even figured out with the game. I just wanted to show it off because they're having a demo. And, you know, go check it out if you like. I think that this game could do, like, really well. I think that this game could actually overtake Path of Exile 2. if it has server-side characters. Am I going? I think I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way, right? So yeah, no, am I going the right? No, I'm going the right way. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Anyway, but you know, there's still a lot of work to be done on this game. I think. I don't know. I might be playing an old builder. They might have a lot more done. Definitely something to keep your eye on. You know, definitely something to look forward to in the future. Alright, we got our first little... It's not really a boss fight. This is more like a gauntlet of fighting. It's a bunch of the slimes. Yep, here we go. And, again, I'm just gonna left-click and kill them all. And you'll see, like, those, the slimes lunged, and I just kind of sidestepped them there. I didn't do a dash dodge. I just walked up like that. See? Look. So, again, there's a lot of different enemies in the game. I know later on there's wolves and trees, and why is that stunning me? I guess I can't parry it. I don't know, whatever. Alright. That's the first wave done. Second wave, let's go. I don't really understand the point of the punch ability. Like, I know that it, like, lowers your cooldowns later, but unless you're, like, going a punch build, I don't really see the point. You know, I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to start with a sword in the actual game. I have no idea. Alright. Last slime? Possibly, perhaps? I think it's one more wave after this. Alright, yeah. We got another wave. But we don't have to kill the whole wave, so I'm just going to go after the big boys. I'm pretty sure... There we go. Get them chopped up. Get some stamina back. There we go. You know, here's the thing, right? In real life, I don't know if it's because I have a lot of stamina in real life, but I feel like I could swing a sword and fight things for like a good 30 minutes straight without getting tired, right? Whereas in these video games, after slashing the air for like 3 sets, your character's gasping for air. I don't get it, but whatever. Video game logic, you know, beseeches real life logic. Anyway. Here's the thing that I'm not too fond with right now is that dialogue, NPC storyline and stuff. You know, it's not voiced. I think there are some voices later, but like this stuff kind of. I want to be real. I don't mean to be a hater, but like this kind of stuff bores me in a video game. I don't care about the story or having to click dialogue choices. And I know there's like a whole dialogue system and a rating system and you know a whole bunch of stuff that I can't even explain to you, right? But you know, the fact that I have to sit here and wait for this chat log to scroll past, it's, like, I just want to get to the game. I want to keep killing and leveling up and going through, and, this part just puts me to sleep. So, but, you know, if you're into it, again, I'm not reading all this. I'm too old to, like, really care about reading things. Anyway, he explains to, we gotta do like a little build mode, and we're gonna dismantle everything in the camp, and then build a camp thingy. There we go. Grab these things, and then we build... Let's see, I forget what we're supposed to build. Or no, I'm supposed to go J, learn to build. Hold on, it's been a while since I played. Yeah. Press J to open your quest journal and complete the quest Learning to Build. Okay, cool. Learning to Build. In this thing, to press B to open build, dismantle the old camp, and then select tent. Yeah, so we need to build a tent. Okay. Lost Archaeologist tent. There we go. Alright, we did it. Now we talk to this guy again. There we go. We did the quest. Alright. And there's no way to skip through this. This is the actual speed. What I've been doing, because it's a single-player game right now, it's not online, it's not like forced online, I just run Cheat Engine and run a speed hack so I can get through the dialogue super fast. So now I'm going to dismantle that so I get the materials back and dismantle everything else. And then we go through the Waygate. And yeah, he teleports.
Last time I blinked an age ended.
So a little bit of voice acting there, and that's cool. And it's not AI generated as far as I'm aware, okay. Alright, there we go, we did it. So I think that one other gripe that I have a little bit is the interface is somewhat confusing and not as intuitive as older games. So like in order to teleport to the first town, I have to open my map, and I have to click this button and then click Earlwood, which is kind of weird to me that I don't click a button like... In most games, you click a waypoint, you click where to go on the waypoint. But right now, you have to open your map and click a button. And, you know, you can teleport, you know, to and from the Sanctum, which is the starting little area here, and the town, and other waypoints that you unlock throughout the game. But anyway, let's, we're in town now, and I think the pixel art is very charming. It's very cool. I'm not into the furry stuff. I understand that, like, Tauren, Minotaur... I call it Tauren, that's World of Warcraft. Minotaurs, you know, whatever.
Steady heart outlasts a strong arm.
I don't know about that voice acting, but, like, I'm just not into the furry stuff, right? And you know, you're gonna see some fox characters and some demi-humans and stuff, and that's fine in a fantasy setting. You know, it's what it is. I just do not like the furry community, alright? If you're a furry watching this, click the video, click dislike, leave. I don't care. I don't want you here, okay? But anyway, the point is we're gonna run in, and another thing that I have a gripe about is that the quest system doesn't really point you where to go. Right now it says find and speak to the guild leader. Well, who the hell's the guild leader, right? There's no heads-up display. There's no map showing me where to go. Well, I mean, I know it's this guy because I played prior to recording. So this is the guild leader. It even says Earlwood guild leader, Alaric, which is a StarCraft 2 character, a StarCraft 2 villain. So I don't know about the naming of that, you know, but whatever. Not that it's, you know, StarCraft owns the rights to the name or anything. It's just, that's what I think about when I hear Alaric is the frickin' Protoss villain character. But whatever, who cares? Anyway, so he's gonna give us a spell book, and this is, you know, teaching you how to do spell books and stuff. And there we go. So we open our inventory. We can now learn the Bash ability. And if we go over here to spells, you know, this is the tech tree. I hope that they expand on this, because I cheated the game and put points into everything, and my character wasn't much stronger than the base. So I don't know if this is just something they're going to tweak or what, but we got the spell books, so now we can do Bash, press to cast, strike in front of you, deal minor blunt damage with extra stun buildup. There we go. Alright, so we have a new ability. And now it says find the lost scout. We also have this character here. And we can talk to him, and we can allocate skill points. So you get XP, and you put, like, memory, charisma, adventure, physique, intelligence, agility, strength, energy, right? So, you know, I'm a strength main in real life, so let's put a point into strength. That gives me physical damage and encumbrance. That lets us carry more stuff, I suppose. Even though you have limited carry slots anyway. So I don't even know if that's a good thing or not. You know, agility is just physical damage. Intelligence is magic damage. Now, one thing that isn't... oh, there's attack speed. Which one is attack speed? Because when I cheated the game, my attack speed was through the roof, and I don't know which stat that was. Let's see, energy. Yeah, I don't know what's giving attack speed. Something does, but anyway, let's just put a point into strength. There we go. We have 320 to allocate. Let's get strength to 10, and you'll notice that the cost is going up on everything else. So as you level up, yeah, it's not going to be cheap to level up the other stuff. I'm sure that's a balancing thing or whatever. There we go. We leveled up. Woo! So now we have a quest, find the lost scout. Also, this guy wants to talk to us. There's a lot to do in town, but I just want to show you the open world kind of, sort of, and what it looks like. So we'll go find the lost scout, and I already know where to go. Now, I'm going to say another thing, too, is that... In my cheat playthrough, I have done all the quests that I could find, and I'm stuck on one of them. Even though the game tells me where to go, there's nothing there to do. So I don't know if that's because I'm on a dev build or what. But the game is definitely it's got some rough edges in that regard. But it's a very pretty game. Also, another thing too is now that we're in the open world, you can start to gather once you have the tools. I didn't kill that squirrel, but you can kill critters, and there we go. We killed that rabbit, and it drops critter meat. So it's like a form of gathering. It's like you're hunting, right? There we go. Now, I did a dash attack there, by the way. There's little attacks. All right. Anyway, if we open the map, we can see we need to go up here. This is where the quest is, so that's cool that it's telling me kind of sort of where the quest is. Here's some stone. I don't have a pickaxe, though. And, yeah, there's just lots of cool little things around. And here's one of those way gates, so now I can tell... like, there's no clicking on it to activate it. It's just activated now. Earlwood Crossroads, so now I can teleport to it. There we go. Cool, right? We have a sign here that's going to tell us stuff about where the world... I don't know, where things are located in the world. It is what it is. Alright, so let's run up here. And find the lost scout. And then we have to fight a wolf, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here we go. This guy.
Welcome, friend.
Look at that. So, this is an elf-looking dude, I guess. Whatever. And then we're just going to click the proper dialogue options. I don't know what the colors of the arrows mean. Maybe it's like you're being rude or or something. Again, I have no idea about the systems of the game. I'm sure there's someone in their Discord server that can explain it, but I don't really join Discord servers anymore. I always get a lot of bad press. A lot of haters follow behind me, and they just make a big stink of things, and I just... Yeah. Anyway, slay the wolf near the road. So here's a wolf, and yeah, let's fight him. Alright, so that actually hit pretty hard there, right? It's a pretty tough fight, but I can do the parry. There we go, and I'm stunned now. Also, I'm bleeding, so yeah, I'm pretty much dying here. So maybe we just run away. I mean, we could swap to bow. We could always swap to bow, but yeah. So, not an easy fight. So we can swap bow and play range and play safe. You know, I am kind of rushing. This is the main story, but yeah, using the bow definitely easier, except when he does that. Alright, out of stamina. Let's chill. And dodge that. So yeah, there's definitely, you know, some difficulty, but, you know, I like to play these games, and I like to just item or level crush the content. I don't like to have to dodge and roll and do a bunch of work to kill something. I would rather just go grind on a bunch of weak mobs, get a bunch of gear, upgrade it, and then just go smash everything, right? So there we go. Now it says return to Alaric, and the first time I played, I ran all the way back to town. But, you know, you can just teleport, right? You can just teleport. There we go. Let's teleport back to town. Turn in the quest. Oh, wrong waypoint. Wrong waypoint. That's where I meant to go. Yeah, okay. We're back in the village. Let's go turn in the quest. And there's a lot of little things to do. Like, there's shopkeepers. There's a bunch of side quests. There's a side door. I wish that the doorways were a little more apparent, that you knew how to get into them, but we could turn in a quest, and he's going to give us some XP, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, huh? Oh, I have to do another quest, I guess? I don't know. I thought that, you know... I'm not reading the dialogue anyway. It's fine. Maybe I was supposed to talk to the scout before, coming back. I don't know, man. You know, these kind of games, I would... Okay, quest complete. We did it. There we go. Now, there's more quests to do. There's a whole lot of stuff to do. Let me show you the hacked character now. I just want to show you the hacked character. I don't know. Alright, I'm not saying, hey, play the game and cheat. Okay? And cheating is it's, you know, pretty bad, whatever. But, level 175. Alright, let's go. Okay, yeah. This character is definitely a little more powerful, but, you know, just so I can kind of show you the starter map and stuff, and some tougher enemies. And the gear, you know, there's a gear system too. I didn't show that off, I guess. Alright, we're in the guild hall. Yeah, I have 1,000,000 XP. So here's my gear. You got, like, a rune, you know, like, I got an epic shirt, a belt, or some rings. Some other stuff, tools, you know, for gathering. I don't know what the support things are. I guess they're, like, pets. Random, like, materials and food items. But yeah, one thing that I don't like is that my move speed is still the same, and that sucks. Also, I've tried to speed hack my move speed, and it just makes you run in place, so there's definitely some kind of anti-cheat going on with the game, or at least that's how it's programmed. But here, let's look at the skill tree or something, huh? Yeah. Alright, yeah, skill tree. I didn't max out every single little point on things, like I could put some points into that, whatever. But, you get the idea, right? I didn't want to go too ham with it. Let's see. Let's teleport all over the place. We will go the road to the Dwarven Mountains, which is blocked off. There we go. Alright. And, you know, it's kind of funny how they block things off. You got some, like, trees in the way. You know, obviously the game is not going to let you go there until, you know, you do the questing or something. I'm not really sure. But, why? Okay, so that's a bug. That was still stuck on the screen. But check out my attack speed. Yeah, we attack a lot faster with this character, right? And we do a lot more damage. Yeah, we do a lot more. Oh, look, this is like a nymph character. Now, I'm hitting pretty damn hard. Also, we got a, you know, a green drop. Let's go find some harder enemies to fight. Let's see. Where is some harder enemies? Oh, up here, definitely, for sure. Yeah, this is like a corrupted area or something. All right. Oh yeah, we have a trend. Look at this big boy. Let's get hit by it. This is like a big boss, right? Big old boss. Now, obviously, I have super high stats, so this thing is not doing much damage to me. But you know, you're gonna have to really finesse this fight if you were playing legit, right? And even with, I didn't mean to swap to bow here. But even with a hacked character, yeah, I can just left click and kill it pretty quick. But I don't even know if the game is allowing you to go to level 175 legit or not. I don't know what the level cap would technically be. But yeah, we can just sit here and attack the hell out of it. And there we go. Kill this big boss. And it's pretty cool, you know. I'm sure with a bunch of friends and, you know, 8 other people all fighting it and healing and casting spells and doing support stuff, you know, it'd be a pretty good time. There we go. We got a ring. Got a new ring drop. And, you know, I like move speed, right? Hey, this ring is better than what I got, but it's whatever. Anyway, that's, this is Dimraeth. Again, it's on Steam right now. There's a free demo between September 19th and the 22nd. And if you're watching after that, maybe it's early access. I have no idea. I'm not really in contact with the devs, but I will say the devs are working crazy hard on this game. Now, you know, I've covered a lot of indie stuff on my channel, and a lot of game devs, they're just looking for some quick cash. They're just looking, they don't have a passion for it, right? I feel like I can go up there, right? I feel like that's a path. But these devs, dude, I emailed one of the devs at like 1 in the morning showing them a bug, and they were like either awake or I woke them up, and then they worked for like 3 to 4 to 5 hours, and at 5 in the morning like, okay, yeah, we fixed it. I'm like, dude, what are you doing working until 5 in the morning, bro? Oh man. But anyway, yes, American devs, very cool. I love the art style, the music's great, the feel of the combat is really good. This feels better than Albion, this feels better than Diablo, this feels better than Path of Exile. I'm gonna say that straight up. I'm not the biggest fan of 2D pixel art stuff. I think that's a 90s era thing, but I can't help but, you know, notice that there's a lot of detail, and you know, the art is very fleshed out, and I'm not gonna let the art style get in the way of gameplay. I'm just glad it's not Unreal Engine slop, okay? But yeah, this game has a lot of soul. This game has a lot of potential, and I hope the devs finish it. You know, I hope, and you know, I don't know how long they've been working on it. You know, you can do your own research, but it's definitely, give this one a try. Give this one a try. This one is really good, and I just want to point out, I am not being paid by these devs to shill you the game. I am not being paid by any corporation. I'm not being paid by some talent agency or anything, and that, you know, that's a problem that I see. Like every YouTube channel, like I stop watching YouTube channels if they're a shill channel, okay, with the exception of maybe Sawman UK. You know, he takes a few bags, but he's pretty genuine dude. But like Way Dots is a shill, Lazy Peon's a shill, Josh Strife Hayes is a shill. All of them are shills, dude. They're all shills. I don't watch them. They just take bags. They just take money. I know you need money to survive. I know you need money to pay bills, right? But you know, there should be some shame in it, some loss of dignity. That if you're just a pitchman, a salesman. I'm not a salesman. I'm not here to sell you the game. I'm a gamer just like you, telling you, hey, this game is worth checking out. Try it out, see if you like it. It's definitely got some potential, even though it's a little early on. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the full product. Like, if I could time travel, I'm gonna go like 10 years in the future and see where this game's at, man. I really do, right? You know, you ever think about that? It's like, man, I wonder what good games are coming out in the next 10 years, right? And yeah, so this is Dimraeth, and I'm Soul Benji, and I'm genuinely telling you without the incentive of money or some company posturing or telling me to do so or whatever, or any kind of reward whatsoever. I'm not being promised anything for making this video. I am merely telling you, from one gamer to another, hey, pretty cool. What was this, a dryad lady? Oh, and a tree. Yeah, let's kill him. One more fight. There we go. Again, I'm using a hack character. You're not supposed to kill this stuff this easy, okay? But I wanted to show off some in-game, or not in-game, but at least late, early game enemies. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. And make sure you click the video on the right side of your screen. If you do, you're going to get a special deal the next time you go out to eat. I don't know what the deal will be, but you'll get one.